days to all of you beautiful YouTubers out there, all you wonderful people that leave such heartwarming and intelligent comments on all the YouTube videos that strike your fancy. Happy holidays to you. And to the subscribers and members and supporters of this channel, thank you for all your support. Putting together a little comments video here. I haven't done one in a bit. I haven't actually put anything out in a while, so figured I'd try and run through one right now. And the first comment comes from someone named Jessica Weiss, and they're commenting on a short that I made about Anna von Rietzinger. Anna von Rietz. And it was my guess as to why Anna turned away from correct sentence structure. And I've made other videos in the past talking about this, so I'm not going to go into it here. But the comment is, for the record, the recording of the record is to be recorded with accurate documentation. Seriously, what in the blue hell? Why would anyone word something like that? For the record, the recording of the record is to be recorded with accurate documentation. That's a very strange, very repetitive way to say something. But hey, you know, Jessica Weiss may have her own way of speaking. The review of authentic originals. Authentic originals. Okay, so how can an original be anything other than authentic? People use these words, and I'm not laughing at Jessica Weiss, per se. I'm not laughing at her in the way she thinks about things. I'm laughing about we as human beings in general, and the way most people phrase things on the internet. They don't really think about the words they're putting together, even in plain simple English, adverb, verb, adjective, pronoun, fiction, babble. Like when someone says a true fact, an authentic original, and or copies must be verified to ensure the accuracy. Verified by what? What are you verifying? How do you verify that? What system do you use? What system of verification, certification, confirmation do you use, Jessica Weiss? What makes it valid for you? I agree, no more excuses for these intentional or non-intentional mistakes. Is that? I wonder if that was actually intentional or not intentional. Do you see what I'm looking at here, folks? Jessica Weiss spells intentional I-N-T-E-N-T-I-O-N-A-L. And then the second time she uses the word, it's I-N-T-E-N-S-I-O-N-A-L. Intentional or non-intentional mistakes. I may be jumping the gun a little bit. Jessica Weiss may be have a bit of a cheeky side here. All the adjustments caused quite the concern. The people are paying attention. Who are the people? I definitely don't want to be a part of that group. I'm too poor to pay attention. Okay? I don't have that. I'm definitely aware of things that are going on and have taken safeguards. Hence, I've been teaching correct sentence structure, communication, PARSE, syntax, grammar for almost 9 years, and I also offer that to other people that want to learn it and also share in those types of safeguards. So Jessica Weiss, you may want to participate with that. You may want to learn quantum grammar and find out about the domain of fact. Thank you for the comment. Jonathan Seagull says, for the minds of everyone, a copyright claim is with the automatic existence upon the creation of the original works by the creator of the works. Now this comment is, as you see in the little thumbnail up there in the corner of the comment, on yet another video that I published saying that there is no correct sentence structure, communication, PARSE, syntax, grammar, copyright claim on the Title IV flag. There is no claim of there is no grammatically correct copyright claim. If there's a copyright claim on the flag, it's written in adverb, verb, adjective, pronoun, fiction, babble, saying nothing with modification. There's nothing in the domain of fact. No quantum grammar, correct grammar, copyright claim on the Title IV flag. So that's what they're commenting on, and they say, for the minds of everyone, a copyright claim is with the automatic existence upon the creation of the original works by the creator of the works. So, in the context of the video they're commenting on, by their logic, the 1x1.9 flag, when it was created, a copyright claim came into existence, automatic existence, by the creator of that flag. So whoever created that flag has a copyright claim over that flag. Who created the 1x1.9 Stars and Stripes flag? The original, when it came into existence. Whoever did that automatically had a copyright copy claim over it, to Jonathan Siegel. So let's keep that in mind. That is the copyright way. Is Glass claiming otherwise? Absolutely not. Siegel. Or is Glass doing a rabbit hole of tardiness by ignoring the basic facts of copyright claim? I don't think Siegel possesses the neurological pathways necessary for correct sentence structure, much less plain simple English, because they got quite a prodigious amount of tardiness coming out of their fingertips right now as they're typing this comment. Or maybe they don't know how to speak in a normal fashion. Okay. Or is Glass asking for a piece of paper authorization for something that has zero need to exist? I agree that it doesn't need to exist. Siegel. So this is a logical fallacy. They're offering an either-or scenario. They're offering, is Glass claiming otherwise, meaning am I claiming that the creator of the creation does not hold the copyright? No, I'm not claiming that at all. And then they're offering a second thing where they say, is Glass asking for a piece of paper authorization, something that has zero need to exist? I agree that it has zero need to exist, but I have asked for a copyright for the flag in correct grammar because so many people, not so many people, but Russell, for one, has made the claim that he has a copyright over the flag. Jason Paul Grievous has made a claim that he has copyright over the flag. I think maybe Mark lowercase k made the same claim years ago, but I'm not sure. There's another one, some guy that his name starts with a Z, or maybe not. There's another guy in Australia that claims it. There's a guy overseas in Europe that claims it. There's a few people that claim that. So yes, I'm asking for a correct grammatical copyright because of these claims. But I know it doesn't exist, Siegel. And you just supported my point in that the person or persons that created the 1x1.9 Stars and Stripes flag hold the copyright automatically when they created it, but they are no longer in existence. So the point is moot. It's null and void. So again, I appreciate your support, Seagull. And if you would ever like to learn plain simple English, I can help you with that. And then once you get that basis down, then maybe you can apply for correct grammar classes. But that might be a little bit too much to ask of you. I don't want to overwork your brain, bro. Don John Swaggart says, the procedures of operating one's own postal court are found where? That's an interesting thing, the way they worded that. I know what they're saying, though, and I like Don John, so I'll answer it in this way. You have to seek it out for yourself. For one thing, you can go down to your postal station, your local postal station, and question that postmaster of that postal station, and you might be able to find out a thing or two. You have to do your own legwork, though, bro. You got to do your own work. Now, if you're coming to me and you want to know what I know about it, the only way that I would share those things with you, how to create your own postal court, or as some people would say, your own federal postal court, if you know what federal means in the context of correct grammar and those types of mechanics. First, you would have to get closure on correct sentence structure, communication, parsing, syntax, grammar. If I can certify that you have at least a rudimentary closure on it, you can use it. You can write a complete mathematically certified sentence forwards and backwards. You can syntax with correctness and accuracy. And you have your PARSE homework done and firmly rooted in your psyche. I'll teach you postal mechanics. I'll teach you banking mechanics. I'll teach you flag mechanics. All that stuff will open up to you. But first you have to get the foundation of the grammar. If you have the time, inclination, can you tell me which playlist you have that details operation of the postal court? This is not a postal court channel, Brian Lee. This is a grammar channel. Although I do touch on those things, I do it in sort of a general and vague sense. I would never teach those types of specific mechanics to folks that don't have closure on the grammar. It's just not safe to do so, in my mind, in my position. Another one from Brian Lee, i.e. Don John Swaggart. They say, right at the start, about the creator and the creation of evil, the amount of personalization and stupidity applied is really tremendous. How about if there were only one creator who created everything, which would include evil, and then the simple message could be that this creator created good and evil in order to do good and forbade us from doing evil. It can be that simple. Okay, now, they left this comment on a video that I did where I talk about I talk about evil. In the context of the video, I'm guessing that Don John is talking about what I'm saying in the video, because it says right at the start about the creator and the creation of evil. I feel like they're addressing it to me, because they're not saying they're addressing anyone else. They're not being specific, so I took it the way I thought it was intended. And then they say, for me, the closure of evil is very simple, as extrapolated from the simple message above. Good is whatever the creator has allowed, and evil is whatever he has forbade. Then Don John says, hello, just for the record, that comment was not directed towards you, but towards one of the other commenters in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, go back to that comment real quick. What in this comment would ever give anyone the idea that he is directing the comment to anyone other than me? Because I'm the one that made the video he's commenting on. Yeah, I was glad that I could add something to the conversation and give you something to speak about. Yes, thanks for the gift, Don John. And I hope you can appreciate the gift of the Kuleana that I gave back to you. My intention was not to be superior or high-sided, and again, my comment was not directed towards you. I have no way of knowing that from the comment that you posted. I was only giving my opinion, the same as you gave your opinion, the same as others gave their opinion. Ooh, Don John might be a little butthurt here. Aw. I don't claim to be expert, yet the video we're talking about here did little to mention grammar in the areas that I commented on. Well, yeah, because it wasn't a video specifically about grammar. As your highly discerning mind certainly noticed. But thanks for the comment. And if you need some Kleenexes, bro, hit me up at my email address, jasonmatthewg17@gmail.com, and I'll see if I can help you out. Next comment comes from Jimmy Dobbs, and he says, are you aware that Russell J. J-A-Y-E, Gould. Jeez. I don't know if they're talking about the same Russell-J Gould that I'm familiar with, but I'm just being cheeky here. I know they are. They just folks out there just don't really take the care to spell check and things like that, and that's something I've had to come to terms with. Was MK Ultra? He maybe like the movie Taxi, Mel Gibson. They open him up when he made the movie. Thing happen on that set. Okay, so this Jimmy Dobbs is like completely going off into Narnia. into La La Land. But let's follow him for a minute here. Let's follow Jimmy Dobbs into Narnia. Mel has not full recovered from 2 movies on the mind and occult 2 different timeline quantum leap. He could have been on another plane. You are pointing out the guises, picture Rome burning. Now picture the planet exploding on itself. He has that type of knowledge. You have considered from the perspective of the mind is with the energy power with the sacred fluid. Raises up the spinal cord for the cerebellum light up with the knowledge of all things. Like David, ask me the question and I'll give you the answer. For the last 8,500 years, 13 tribes, something even he was wrong about, for the meek shall inherit the earth. Hallelujah. Wow. Wow. I don't even think I read that whole comment. I think I just read the first part and then I responded. Are you aware that you have to provide proof when you make a claim like that? Are you aware that no sensible, critical thinking individual will believe what you say just because you say it? Quantum grammar is about proving the claims you make. Please share your proof of these MK Ultra claims concerning Russell J. Sick Gould. And also all this other horse pocky. Thanks for the comment, Jimmy Dobbs. I hope you have a Merry Christmas over there in Narnia. Next comment's from Ted Berry Combo. And they say, I for sure don't have 100% closure on correct sentence structure. I can see when folks performing quantum gobbledygook claiming closure. Thanks to you and your videos. You're much appreciated. Thank you very much, Teddy. I appreciate your positive comments. All the time with the positivity. And all the time keeping up with the learning. I appreciate you. Happy holidays. What does CSSCPSG stand for? Next comment from Matt. Whoever. I read a story about a pig named Wilbur. He got targeted by one of them Charlotte Uns. I don't know what they're saying there, but I just have a sudden urge to go watch a movie that I saw in my childhood called Charlotte's Web. Next comment from Mr. Strangefinder, and they say, well, I guess I have it, meaning closure, according to this video, because I can dumb it up for a 5-year-old. I don't desire it or need it. You guess you have it. Well, I can guess pretty much 99.9% that you don't have shit, Mr. Strangefinder. I don't know that you possess the neurological pathways to be able to learn correct sentence structure. I hope that Santa Claus brings you another neuron so that you can have at least 2 neurons firing the next time you make a comment. Thank you. Comment from Ted Berry Combo, and they say, just a quick question. I think I already know the answer is yes. Just want to run it past you. And also for another important reason, to show the volition of the author is to milk his followers best he can. He's already got them paying for live life gobbledygook claim that's not worth the paper it's written on. Inflation is big amongst World Post Office Chief Postmaster General's world. Question is, can fee for freight be paid with a $1 or $2 gold Australian coin? This puts the chef's, I think they mean chief, volition into question. Big difference from $1 and $2 to 3,000 plus. Hope this wakes up his followers. Well, he's saying, can fee for freight be paid with gold Australian coin? If you're buying a stamp, will your postal station allow you to use a gold Australian coin to buy the stamp? That's the question. Because if your postal station, your post office, will sell you a postage stamp and you're paying for it with a gold Australian coin, then the answer is yes. As long as that stamp is of a whole number denomination, you can use it to pay for fee for freight, as long as it's not fractional. Now, I don't really know any postal stations that accept gold or silver coins, as in, you know, a gold bar or something for stamps. Locally, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do that or there's no place to do that. I'm saying that I've never encountered it. So that's something maybe you might want to experiment with, Tedberry. You can use whatever fee for freight you want, stamp on the document. It's just that you have to get it from the postal system, and it has to be in a whole number denomination. That's about it. This comment is from my TikTok page, and it's from someone named Wendy Doster. And they say, what is the significance of this handwritten part you are referring to? Is there any harm, in your opinion, of getting a claim of life? Thank you. So what they're talking about is in this document, this contract right here, you can see kind of, let me zoom in here. This is a contract. Looks like these are the only autographs on it. Monty Mueller and Russell Gould. See, what they're referring to is that in this document, if you were to scroll, which I can't because this is a screenshot, down here you would see a handwritten item. If anything comes after these authorizations, it's not part of the document. They have not authorized it. These people that have autographed it are authorizing what comes above their names, and the autographs and authorizations come at the end. If you put anything after that, that's an afterthought. That's a modification. That's something that has nothing to do with the specifics of this contract. So that's what I was talking about. That's the significance of it. Now, this person also, I directed them to come onto my YouTube channel, and regarding the claim of the life, they left another comment and they said, if this is true, which I'm saying about Russell J. Gould's claim of the life, that his people sell, his cult followers sell for $200 or $300 a pop, that it doesn't have correct grammar on it, and they say, if this is true, how bad is it if I have a claim? I mailed it in. I'm concerned because whoever is admin on his YouTube channel, meaning Russell J. Gould, deleted important comment I made with a link. It is childish games. I was seeking clarity on something he suggested that people go research and bring forward. Wow, if he is a bad guy, big wow. It wasn't the first time either, and nothing was derogatory or challenging RJG in the least, just seeking clarification, asking questions. I am on the Telegram group. I thought Rachel sounded advanced and was impressed. Are they both not good? I don't see middle ground. Is the whole thing a psyop? And then my diplomatic Kuliana would be, the only way to know for sure is to learn correct sentence structure for yourself, to prove it to yourself. If the grammar mechanics are correct on your life claim, if they are not, you yourself can always create another that is correct. Here's an audit of an RJG life claim template, and then I gave a link to the video evidence that I provided. So to say whether they're good or bad, I mean, that's not really, I can't really say. I have my own opinions, of course, but I don't know them personally, so I don't know. But what I can say is neither Russell J. Gould nor Rachel Dora Prince have any public evidence that they have closure on correct sentence structure. There are mistakes all over their documents. I can say that Rachel Dora Prince has tried to send multiple copyright strikes towards my channel. I can say that. And I can say that it's, in my viewpoint, a very strange situation between Rachel and Russell. But hey, that's their construct, and if you choose to participate with it, that's your choice. I mean, that's up to you, if that's what you want to do. But it's not a big deal with the life claim, other than the fact that maybe you spent money on it. It's not that big a deal because you can just learn the grammar for yourself and create another claim of the live life, which has correct mechanics, i.e. correct grammar, correct postal mechanics, correct flag mechanics, correct banking mechanics, and 3 or more live life claim witnesses on it, and you'll be fine. But first you have to get closure on the grammar, because it's really not going to do you any good if you don't have closure on the grammar. Unless you have someone around you who does have closure on the grammar that can sort of guide you. But it's, that's few and far between, so it's best to just learn it for yourself. So there you go. If I don't talk to you or make another video before the holidays, I hope everybody has happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that. Thanks for joining me. Que sera, sera.